Blah blah blah. Let's do this. Yes, deep dark secret. Blah blah blah. Let's do this. Loading, loading, loading. Loading screen! Well, it'd be really amazing if they could get him to narrate the loading screens. That would just make this amazing. Maybe they'll make a second Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable 2. What will he say this time?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Violent death.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm going back. Are you going to commentate on me going back? Yes, no, maybe.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Nope. Escape.
Nope. Still on board with death.
What are you going to say this time as I walk down here? Anything? Anything at all?
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Nope, I'm going back now. And don't complain. And no one, if you watched me sit through the elevator charade, you have nothing to complain about here. Nope, going back now. I am going back now. I make a willing, conscious effort to go back this way. Why? Because I'm Stanley and I can do whatever I want to, more or less. Oh, so you're not going to make any comment on that? Nope.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Sure.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
Jump
revealed.
to life.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images
Oh,
on
look,
a screen.
it's coming up.
And Stanley, one of them,
Not even connected to
eternally
anything.
monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let me through.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had
Or could
Stanley
it?
really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No. Yes, maybe.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Never.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
I don't
Had
know.
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Will I? Maybe. Zero, 1, 4, something, something, something. Giant screen. Mind control. Dun dun dun.
A And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Oh. Did I just lose? And is it gonna start over again now?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Ooh.
Was it over?
Was it? No.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Or did it?
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
It's
That was
beautiful.
all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Really? No, I can't deal with it. I'm going back. Can I jump off here? It really looks very fake. You know it's not going to work so
Stanley
easy.
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And Stanley was happy. Beat the game. I beat the game? Question mark? Question mark? Is there beating the game? Oh my.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
I could no longer recall. Where am I going? I can no longer recall. Urgh. Is it gonna tell me to go to the left?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, into the one on the
This
right.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Urgh, I can't cut you off through there. Use mind control. I wonder if these rooms actually are just textures, or you can go in them, or...
It was okay.
It was okay,
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope, I don't know where I want to go in here again.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah. Is there any way I can just kind of parkour around? You seem like something that would help me get up there. No. Boxes!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Stupid Fooey. Stupid Fooey. And I've only got like 2 achievements.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
I love how it seems like it starts
Stanley
out.
went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Yeah, bah humbug. There are too many computers. Yes, go that way, door. No one likes
When
your
Stanley
door.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
Ooh,
stop
a light.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Stupid Fooey.
It was okay.
It was okay. It's not great.
But
It's
eager
not
to
terrible.
get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I want to go to the rooms.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
Nope. Nope.
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
No. That's not. Are you going to give me another option? I'd very much like another option. Yeah, I really don't simply want to just jump. Ooh. Woo.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Is the floor really made of death or something? Because I made that. I made that. I call shenanigans. I call shenanigans. I'm gonna try that again. That
All of
was
his co-workers were gone.
grade A
What could it
shenanigans.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Grade
meeting
A
room. Perhaps he had
shenanigans.
simply missed a memo.
Shenanigans. I will do that again, except this time I'm gonna make it. See, I'm too. I honestly can't believe I am
When
too
Stanley
clever for
came
the
to a
game.
set of 2 open, this was not the correct
This
way to the
game
meeting
is a
room,
lot-
and Stanley knew
Just
it
a
perfectly
lot more
well.
clever than
Perhaps
I
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
am. Like I said,
But
it's
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
Wait.
first open door on his left.
Why are you out? That's strange. You shouldn't be out.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
No.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I messed that one up. It's bad enough when the game's like, nope, you died anyway, you failed to feed, you died anyway. But whenever that happens, no, that's just on me. That's me being a bad
Stanley
player.
knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. I will parkour my way down.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I will parkour my way down. I will parkour my way down.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
There has to be a way to get down there. I got down there and I didn't just plunge to my death. The floor cannot be instant death. I refuse to